going on there, YouTube? Looking at the fully linked Trailfinder 2 again. This was my most capable chassis, and I've been bouncing around with the 4Runner trying to get it to working right, get it dialed in, and it's just not working. Last video we did on this, we upgraded to the Proline shocks, and this thing still just got too much weight. The link suspension and stuff's just not happy with it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put my red Hilux on there again, like I used to always have. One of my first bodies I ever did. We're going to get it cleaned up a little bit and put back on this chassis and get the chassis dialed in again for less weight. And we're going to save the 4Runner for another platform here in the future. I'm not sure yet. I have a GCM C-Max real scale tiny tire chassis. I haven't finished putting it together yet. I started it a while ago and it's just kind of fallen on the back burner. I'm also really considering getting a Marlin crawler TF2. I mean, that's basically just a Trailfinder 2 with a lot of mods on it, and it's leaf sprung, so it would be able to handle the weight of the 4Runner body a lot better and still give us that aggressive, actual functional crawling look that I was after with this. But yeah, I mean, this should be as easy as just swapping the body. I've got to do some maintenance here. I've got to find another mirror for this truck. I lost one at UST last year, and I stole the taillights for the C2X when I made the short bob bed for it. So I may have to steal some off of my Bruiser clone truck, because I don't think I have any of those laying around. And we'll go from there, see what we can do. Alright guys, so got everything kind of fixed up on it. Mounted the spare tire in the back just with bungee cords. Not going to do a whole lot of scale stuff on it right now. Need to see how the shocks carry the weight. I did adjust all the shocks. Crank the fronts down. Oh, I've never run these shocks with this body on this chassis, so I don't know. Cranked them down about 1/4 inch of thread showing. Cranked the rears all the way down. So we'll see how much movement and stuff we get. If it's got too much torque steer, we'll have to stiffen them up. Yeah, I got the C2X out. I'm going to take it out for a run here with this truck, kind of compare. I've gotten asked that a couple times. Now, what's the better route to go? Is the Trailfinder 2 more, or less capable than the C2X? And really, in this form, they're very similar. The C2X has the larger tire advantage, different axles. Really, that's it. It's a different chassis, but it's very similar as far as transmission, transfer case, all the same. It's just geared more towards that. To me, the C2X is basically an SCX10 with a hard body. It's what everybody's wanted since the beginning. The Trailfinder 2 here with full link setup is the old way to go about getting that. More or less capable, I don't know. I'm running 1.9s. The stock tires on there, they're pretty big. I think those are 4.5. These are 1.55s, and those Mickey Thompson Baja Claws are 4.25. Pretty big tire. But yeah, I touched up all the chips and stuff on the body with the actual iron paint, and I put one coat of activator on it. Didn't really do much. May come back later and do another, or we just leave it like it is and let time take its course and rust it up the rest of the way. I did not have another rubber mirror, or a plastic mirror for that matter, so I just covered over that with iron paint. We'll let it rust. It looked like the window got broke off or something. One thing this truck doesn't have is dents. I haven't done any scale dents on it, and I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but not really. I love this body. This is one of my oldest ones. It's got the more detailed interior. Well, it's got the CC hand door handles. That's about it, or door panels. But this was a lot of firsts for me. This is my first brazed roll bar. I did have to make some changes to the bumper. I forgot that to try and get the 4Runner to fit on that chassis good, we had to basically do a body lift, and I had the body lift plates on the sides, which did not help the top heaviness of it. And then I had to put a different front bumper mount, raise the bumper up, and I did trim this bumper for the 4Runner, but it still looks good with the Mojave body. So we've lowered the body back down, and I put my custom rear bumper back on. You saw me having to clamp it in a vise and hammer it. I don't know what I tried to bend it to fit, but I may have tried to put it on the C2X. And yeah, it got all bent out of shape. You can see it's a little crooked on there still, but that's part of this truck. It's just a rough rock crawler. So I bolted that back on, and that'll give us a little protection in the rear. It fits up to the bobbed and cropped body pretty well. But yeah, got some batteries charged here. I'm just waiting on this snorkel to re-glue to the pillar. Hopefully that holds up. Those were a horrible design. They say to use like shoe goo or something to glue it to the body. It never holds, especially if they're gluing it to the painted body. And this has got weathering stuff all in it and all over it, and dust and dirt, because it's been re-glued 100 times. So we'll see if it'll hold. The snorkel top did come off on me, so I tried to use some 2-part epoxy on that, but I ran out, so we went to some tire glue. We'll see how that works. It should work for the rubber, but it probably won't hold to the plastic very well. But yeah, I like that we've done the upgrades to this. This was my all-time favorite truck. I hate that it didn't work out with the 4Runner body, but I think the 4Runner body lends itself more towards leaf springs, so I'm thinking that I'm going to pick up a Marlin crawler here before too long, and we'll do the 4Runner on it, because that just seems like a better fit to me. And this body belongs on this chassis. So yeah, we'll wait on this to dry, and we'll get these things out on the rocks together and see how they compare. Alright guys, so hope y'all like that split screen kind of thing I tried to do. I found my old GoPros and I was like, I need to use them. I don't have 2 memory cards, so yeah. But yeah, this was interesting to see. This is why I was so disappointed with that 4Runner body on this chassis, because it just wasn't doing it justice. This chassis is sorted. It is set up, I love it, and these new shocks and the new tires and everything fixed the issues it had. I did steal the sliders and stuff off of it and put those on the budget trail truck, Trailfinder 2. I don't think I'll take those back. I may pick up another set here eventually. But it didn't really seem to need it. That truck just slinky. It just climbs right over everything. That felt fantastic. In a couple scenarios, it kind of put the C2X to shame. But, you know, this is vastly different here. This truck is still, the C2X is box stock. I've done nothing but adjust the steering, put some lights on it, make a bed for it. You know, it's all cosmetic stuff. Make the bumper. We haven't done anything for the performance. I adjusted the shocks, filled the shocks with oil. It feels lightweight. It feels too light up top. It needs a little more meat. This Mojave body, the red one, it's not really that heavy, but we've got big heavy metal bumper. Got a roll bar, a spare tire, not that much weight up top, but it feels so much more sorted. So, I don't know. The C2X is still new and getting broken in. One thing I did kind of notice, these tires do seem a bit firm. The Mickey Thompson Baja Claws there are super soft, and like you see already, it's starting to flat spot just from sitting in here for not even 5 minutes. They are really soft, and that really does help everything. The C2X, these tires are very firm. Not sure what kind of foams they have in them. They feel great, but yeah, not so good on the rocks in combination with the lightweight up top. Part of that may be why it feels light up top is because those axles are plastic. I know that was a big heated debate when that came out. It could use the extra weight of metal down low, but I don't know. I'm not going to swap axles on it. I'm going to make it work the way it is, and that's half the fun of doing all this stuff. But I am so happy to have my red Hilux back. You can see some of the rust we put on is actually starting to rust, and we now have some new chips that I need to come back over and rust. But that body's been through it, man. And I'm so glad I have it back on this chassis where it belongs. And I'm digging the new wheel and tire setup. I think it's that truck gets the USTE ready stamp of approval. That one may be my favorite truck out there. I was driving it last year at USTE, but my tire foam's completely deteriorated. Had them for years and years, and they got messed up. I went to Colorado, and the tires swelled because the elevation changed. And yeah, they never were right after that. So that's why I went ahead and got new tires. But anyway, thought it was a pretty good comparison. Like I said, we got some tweaking to do on the C2X still. And I've been looking for some kind of graphic or some kind of sticker I want to do to it. And I just haven't found the right thing yet. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. And I appreciate y'all checking out the merchandise. It does help keep the channel going. Now, all the money goes back into the channel. I'm not doing this to get rich, because it's hard to do on YouTube with tiny trucks. So yeah, just doing it for the love of the hobby, and yeah, trying to keep bringing you guys some good stuff. So keep it scale, and be sure to check out the link below for the Teespring merchandise if you're interested, and be sure to check out the USTE 2020. It's coming up in February, just a couple months away. And I'm excited to take some of these trucks down there and run them with y'all. But keep it scale, and I'll see y'all in the next video.